Hey Gel Ballers, this is Michael from Tac Toys, and in this video I'm very excited to show you one of our most all-time popular blasters, the TacToys M4 MKIII. The TacToys M4 MKIII is a Tac Toys exclusive, designed by us and built in the same factory that produces the M4 V8, which this blaster is based off. When we designed the MKIII, we wanted to base it off one of the most reliable, well-known blasters out there, but do a full Stage 3 upgrade, everything you can really do to it internally, plus add some features missing from a stock V8, which I'll go through in this video. Inside the box, you'll receive your set of English instructions, the blaster, the buffer tube and stock, and your metal holographic sight. Inside the smaller box marked accessories, you'll find your magazine with mag pull, 3M safety glasses, barrel extension and flash hider, and an absolutely awesome addition is you get an upgraded B3 charger and an 11.1 volt battery, as well as the milky white starter gels. Absolutely everything you need to get started. While you do get a starter pack of milky whites, there's not that many, and we recommend using harder gels like TacToys Titan 2.0s or Alpha King gels, as these gels perform better in 300 plus FPS blasters. Getting straight to the blaster, as I mentioned previously, this is based off the M4A1 V8, so in visual appearance it shares similarities, but we also have two colors available, black and tan. One really cool addition is you'll find that there's these covers on the sides and on the top and bottom of the Picatinny rails on the black model, which give you a more comfortable surface to grip. These covers are also removable, so you can just take a number of them off to accommodate accessories such as grips, lasers, and torches. Assembling the MKIII is one of the simplest processes out of any of the M4 style blasters. There's no screws involved with fitting both the buffer tube and handguard on, which will lock into place with just a few notch locks. There's minimal markings on the receiver, however the fire select modes are embossed into the receiver rather than being painted on, so they won't be rubbing off anytime soon. As I mentioned earlier, in the box, we have an extended barrel and flash hider. If you want that longer barrel look, all you need to do is just slide on the barrel extension and flash hider. If you prefer the shorter look, all you need to do is pop the flash hider off and fit it to the end of the MKIII. With the included metal holographic sight, these sights will allow you to change between a green or red dot reticle with 5 levels of brightness. The battery is pre-installed and it's ready to use straight away. Just use the included Allen key to open up the Picatinny rail mount, position it where you want, and tighten it up. To fit in the battery, it's the same as the V8 and most M4 style blasters. Just slide off the buttstock, insert the battery into the buffer tube, connect the battery, and slide the buttstock back on. Just be wary, if you're using particularly long batteries, you may need to push down on the wiring to make it all fit. In addition to using upgraded silver wiring, you'll find that the Mark series all have a 15 amp fuse in between the gearbox and the battery. This is a fantastic safety and protection feature, because if there is a short circuit or a surge in the current from a gearbox jam, for example, the fuse will blow, rather than that excess current making its way to the battery or overloading components like your motor. If your fuse does blow, we do have replacements available online. Even though the MKIII is based off a V8, unlike your standard V8, the MKIII is capable of single and full auto fire, instead of just full auto. This is due to the custom gearbox, which we'll go through in further detail shortly. The MKIII uses the V8 magazine, and it stores about 200 gels, and is widely compatible with so many blasters on the market, such as the Scar V2, Honey Badger, SLR, the LTD HK416D, and APS blasters. So the V8 mag is definitely one that you want to have in your arsenal. The MKIII is also compatible with the V8 drum mags, which is great for the trigger happy. And it's also compatible with the LTD tracer mags, so there's no need to purchase a tracer unit if you'd like to use glow gels, leaving it inner barrel free for the use of a hop-up instead. The magazine also has added mag pull at the bottom, giving you additional grip when you're removing the mag for reloads. On top of that, unlike a standard V8, this blaster is equipped with Mag Prime, which will preload gels into the magazine's feeding tube, ready for immediate fire, just by pulling the charging handle, instead of having to dry fire for a few seconds. Not only is the MKIII highly compatible with many magazines, but being based on an M4 platform, there's a variety of accessories available, enabling you to heavily customize your blaster. Essentially, you can own a number of MKIIIs without any of them actually looking the same, due to its compatibility with a wide range of scopes, suppressors, grips, torches, lasers, handguards, buttstocks, and even grenade launchers being compatible with the MKIII. Compared to a normal Gen 8 gearbox, we have a fire mode selector plate, and an internal cutoff lever, which is adding in the single fire option, and a trigger trolley instead of a tactile switch, making this gearbox compatible with a range of MOSFETs. Internally, the Mark III has had a full Stage 3 upgrade performed from the factory. Everything you'd want to do internally is already done. Inside, we've got metal gears, a full metal piston rack, a green high pressure O-ring, a 1.3 spring, and an alloy inner barrel. On top of that, we've got an upgraded silver wiring harness, fuse, and an upgraded 480 short motor is used instead of a 460 short, giving you a lot more choices for aftermarket motors. We've designed this blaster in mind for those of you who don't want to spend hours modding or sourcing parts in order to have a blaster that's pushing out 300 FPS. Out of the box, you can take this to a field and stand up against players who spend a lot of time and money on their blasters. One thing worth noting is we recommend to get a hop-up. We've had people new to the sport advise they aren't getting the accuracy they desire. The reality is, anything over 300 FPS starts to really get dramatically affected by what's called the Magnus effect. In simple terms, the higher the FPS, the more the gel ball rotates. And the more that happens, it's going to deviate in wild arcs up and down, and even left and right. A hop-up will put friction on the gel as it exits the barrel, which will cause backspin, minimizing how aggressively it rotates in the air, allowing for a more accurate trajectory and increasing your range and groupings. So for all of the Mark series, or any blaster that's firing above 300 FPS for that matter, we recommend purchasing a hop-up if you're looking to fire accurate long-range shots. The Mark series is compatible with the V8 adjustable hop-ups that we sell online. Let's see how it fires. Before you forget, consider liking, following, and subscribing to Tac Toys to stay up to date with all the latest news and special offers. From the testing we've done, the Mark series generally fires between 280 to 300 FPS. We've found in a lot of the newest batches, many of them are exceeding that, getting up to 310 to 320 FPS like this one here. Using the stock 11.1 volt battery it also comes with, increases the fire rate to about 16 to 18 rounds per second. For upgrades, really there isn't much you need to do, since this has had a full Stage 3 upgrade on it. But in terms of external mods, being based on the V8, there is a ton of accessories available, such as metal buffer tubes and handguards, torches, lasers and grips to really customize and personalize your blaster. If you want a powerful blaster out of the box that's ready to take to a game straight away, designed and built on one of the most all-time popular blasters as its platform, you cannot go wrong with the Mark III. Not only is it a powerful blaster with its full Stage 3 upgrade and metal internals, but you also get some of the most common items gel ballers buy straight away, such as a sight, an 11.1 volt battery, and an upgraded B3 charger, and they're all included in the box. If this sounds good to you, then we highly recommend that you pick up the TacToys M4 Mark III from us in-store or online today. We're now proud to announce that we have a click and collect option available with over 4,000 collection points across Australia. All you need to do is select click and collect on checkout as your shipping option. At Tac Toys, we're Australia's largest importer of gel blasters. What does this mean for you? You get the best prices. And if you find it cheaper, we'll beat it by 5%. If you live in Australia, shipping is free to your door. We have multiple payment options, including buy it now and pay it later over 4 installments. There's no interest or fees, and anyone over 18 is instantly approved up to $1,500. Don't waste any more time. Join hundreds and thousands of Aussies in owning a gel blaster. Jump onto our website and get one today. This is Michael from Tac Toys signing off. Happy blasting.